We drove by many frozen lakes and thought we were done with them, but at Dee's Lake we had quite a show and what was to become the first for both of us. We watched as the ice cracked and drifted around the lake, making all these ice crystal formations and blocks of ice along the shore. The lake was alive with motion and sound as sheets slid against each other, flaking ice shards along as they went. Every time the wind picked up, the noise got more intense. We didn't want to camp so early in the day, but this was something to experience, so we stay here throughout the day and night.
Oh my gosh, this is huge. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. We've been watching this crack form. It's been getting wider and wider. When we first got here, there was just a crack, but it's just opening up. It's pretty crazy seeing this lake frozen and alive. This is Dee's Lake, by the way. You can see all the upheavals from the frost. Over there's a bunch.
Just like that, by the next morning, most of the ice was already gone. We thought this would be our last lake thaw, but on this trip there was a lot more to come. We stopped at the Klondike grocery store and cafe in Iskut for some breakfast, and what a deal for just $15 Canadian. While there, we learned that there was a forest fire at Fort Nelson, which sits right on the Alaskan-Canada Highway, which caused the closure of the entire Alcan for several days. Good thing we picked this route, but it was also busier now. We also later learned that the fire melted the fiber optic cables feeding data to all of Yukon, so the province had no internet for several days. That also meant no credit cards working as well, so always have additional cash with you. We stopped at Boya Lake Provincial Park for a couple of nights, and wow, is this lake beautiful. Right now, go ahead and go to Google Maps and look for Boya Lake in Canada, and look at the satellite pictures, and it looks doctored, but it's really that beautiful. This lake is a must visit if you're driving around 37. Yeah, I think it's black bear. Hey buddy, okay bye. We thought we wouldn't see a bear in a burn area, but there it was, a brown black bear. Oddly enough, soon afterwards we saw a mom bear with 2 cubs who were both brown. I guess they turned black later. We saw even more cubs even later and got a good look at them. After that, we finally entered the province of Yukon. We camped at Morley Lake Recreation Site, watched all the ice melt there as well in a day, then headed towards Whitehorse, the capital of Yukon. We're here at Wolf Creek Campground, just outside of Whitehorse. We just got in today, and guess what? The hardest thing to adjust to on this road trip so far is, look how bright it is. It feels like 6 o'clock, but it's 9:45 right now, and the sunset doesn't set till another hour. 10:50 is sunset, and then sunrise is at 5. So there's barely any darkness at all, maybe like 2-3 hours of darkness at most, and it's just bright, and it's even gonna get worse than this because we're still going further north, and the summer solstice is coming up in a month, so it's just gonna get worse until we have no darkness at all, probably pretty soon actually. And we're just having our fire and enjoying the day before we move on tomorrow. And who's this friend that I'm with? It's actually Tina. We got her a flannel because she's been burning some holes in her melee, and this protected her melee. Battery died, but I meant to say the exchange is really good, so it's only like 650 euros. And check out our new piece of gear for this trip. It's a fire poker that screws on, so it's collapsible. It has like these little teeth. Pretty sweet. And there's a tube in the front so you can blow air through it, so you don't have to bend down. This looks pretty nice actually. I was wondering how well it would work, but we're really enjoying it, and you don't have to ever go look for a booking stick.